Hello, and welcome back again to another episode of Roll Initiative, where a group of friends get together, play Dungeons and Dragons. Before we get started, guys, quick recap what happened last time we were together. You guys had successfully saved the Chaltons and began to sail out of Waterdeep. You spent roughly 3 weeks traveling in a northwest direction. During this time, Leah, running out of this drink that Halcyon made, you began to feel withdrawals, became more sick as this travel went. You were talked to by a fellow shipmate by the name of Henry, who offered you a way to feel better. Fighting this urge and wanting to try to battle this yourself, you refused until you got to the point you were unable to move, couldn't eat. Your friends came together and decided that for now the best thing you could do would be to use this spice that Henry was offering. Immediately after using it, you felt like your old self. In fact, better than your old self. Gary, you successfully took the rest of the spice that Henry had, giving you about a month to find a cure to this problem. Also during this travel, Oriana, you kept having reoccurring dreams of your Aunt Serena Maryglade. You hadn't thought about her for years. Perhaps after the recent situation with Azarak and this vision and this scene that you had yourself made you think about her again, her being a seer herself. She kept calling out your name. One moment you woke up from this dream, feeling the power in your body again, this magic, as it just faded away. You guys headed farther north, encountering glaciers and extreme cold weather. You woke up one morning, there was no sun, no wind, nothing but stillness, blackness, to where you all witnessed the morning star just drop from beneath you into darkness. You found yourself, you seemed to be almost floating on this large rock. Other things around you floating by as you saw these tentacled creatures, cone-shaped bodies in the air, and would go in and out of vision until a beast landed on this rock with you, a three-hoofed creature, many eyes that would open and close, mouths that could appear anywhere, large tentacles. You battled it, and Oriana, you decided to try this flask. Last time it served you so well, so many times, as you finally were able to pull this creature into this flask. As it went in, the flask began to shake violently, to the point you couldn't hold it anymore as it dropped down onto this rock. Immediately, everything went black for all of you. You get this sensation of spinning downwards, fading into darkness. And that's where we'll begin. You all awake on the ship, floating peacefully on a deep blue sea. In the distance, you can see a vast shoreline. You can also see a stone wall barrier that separates the sea and the coastline. Soldiers line this wall as you watch a ship enter port by the opening of 2 large gates.
Gatekeeper.
I'm going to run up to the bow of the ship and be at the ready.
Okay, so you're ready at the ship.
Yep.
First thing you notice as you come to, you reach for your iron flask. It is gone for now.
Minus one iron flask.
You guys want to sail towards
the gates?
Yes. I'm gonna get the gatekeeper, let her out,
Yeah.
go meet Rufus on the bridge and say, hey, this might be what we need.
Rufus, as you call out for your shipmates. Straight ahead. No response. Kind of look down, and you look, and you see the clothes of these shipmen, and you see their belongings, but nobody down. As you examine a little closer, you find what appears to be, you wipe on the ground, you find this thick, oily syrup type of stuff that seems to be around her clothing. No sign of blood. They just seem to be gone.
Liquid dust.
What happened to our people?
Liquefied.
You can give me an Arcana check.
It's Maple. Sir.
They couldn't come here, Rufus.
No, that was an accident. I dropped it.
I didn't make it.
Reroll.
Actually,
Midgard is not a fun,
doesn't really matter
happy
anyway.
place.
The accident was better. It's.
I hope I could help us get us through it.
Oh, actually no, because I get.
We have faith in you.
I get to do this.
Oh, sorry.
I'm trying to find
I'm feeling a lot better now, so.
That was an accident.
Well, for that else, it's a good chat.
I've had some of her stuff.
What you got?
I did. 6 and 2 is 8. That's
8.
horrible.
Just as much as you're wondering about your iron flask, you're wondering what happened here. You have no real idea. You just know they're gone. So you guys push forward.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So you
They were just
slowly sail to these large, like I said, stone gates. As you pull up, the gates are now closed. There's a wooden structure, half wood, half stone, that sits along this wall, very similar to what we might consider a toll booth type of concept. As you kind of get to the boat there, you see an elderly man, long white beard. You also see it has like stains of like a chewing tobacco that's in there. As he kind of speaks, he kind of spits out the toll booth thing into the ocean. Papers.
Papers.
Yep. There you go.
Takes it, breaks the seal. Unless he knows the thing. Opens it up. Reads it. Looks at all of you.
Yes, all
Let
of
him
us.
through. As you see these gates open, you guys pull your ship into the coastline. As these gates open, you get your true first look at this city. You see large dome-shaped structures fill this coastline. You also notice a faint purple energy that seems to hover over this the city in its entirety. As you dock your boat, the port is full of vendors, shipmen, and those looking to become shipmen. So you kind of get your boat up against those docks. You guys make your way off the ship. So you kind of start walking along this long dock. Smolderheim, you see it's a bustling city. As you make your way in, you see young magic user performing street tricks on every corner. As you see horse charm, vendors hustle their goods. As you make your way closer, you see patrons of the Coastline Tavern shouting along with the bard, singing this lively limerick. Their mugs are waving up in the air.
Coastline
It says,
Tavern.
yep, Coastline Tavern.
Reginald maybe saying it.
Well, want to walk inside?
Yep.
Are you going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a dock?
I'm definitely on my guard.
worker of some kind before we head in?
Yeah.
How much to keep the boat here?
He kind of just shrugs his hand, you know.
I'll go talk to him. Is he elven?
No. Human.
Human? Alright.
Yeah.
I will
How
give
long are you
him
staying?
I'll give him 3 gold and say that I am Leah Silverleaf.
Great, my name's John. Are you a lady? Is it Lady Leah Silverleaf? Of...
Where are you at? Look at your notes.
Of somewhere.
Fine enough, lady.
Anyway, we're not sure how long we're gonna be staying, so we'll say a weekly rate.
Weekly? We could try that, but how about this? How about you tell me where I can find you in case... We have shipments coming in constantly. Usually most boats are here for a night or so and travel back out.
Just some stays.
I'm gonna hand him.
Are you still giving him 3 gold too?
Yeah, fine.
He's
I'm gonna give him a pouch full of gold.
Okay.
About 50 gold in here. My name is Kari. We'll be at the where?
Coastline Tavern.
We'll be at the Coastline Tavern if there's any problems.
Okay, well,
He's like, thanks
hey, lady.
in the gold. Peace.
Hi. Yes, if there's any
That
problems,
didn't work out.
I will find you. So you guys are at the coastline now, okay?
Yep.
So you all enter in together.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. This place is like hopping. Bard in the corner, dwarvish. pretty decent, even with your standards. You watch it like, he's good. This is, and you kind of remember back the whole Midgard thing. There's the artists here take it very seriously. After spending some time in Faerun, you found it was here's kind of where you learned your craft. So most of them you see you're impressed with, or at least have possibly heard of.
Got yourself some competition on there.
You see,
We're way out of this.
you see a human bartender behind there. Probably late 40s, salt and pepper hair, kind of serving
Say
the
Stefan.
people.
Hopefully he doesn't watch it.
Kind of serving the people their
He
drinks.
doesn't.
Kind of looks at you guys as you walk in. Real busy. If you have an order, we can get in now. As someone kind of calls attention, so goes over, is doing that. Comes back to you guys.
So this is the Coastline Tavern?
Mm-hmm.
So
What can I do you for?
We
We,
need to
we
find.
have
Reginald.
we're looking for Reginald. Is there a Reginald that
Well, that depends.
patrons this bar?
I'll flip a
Is
gold.
Reginald getting good news or bad news?
I have no idea. I have not opened this letter.
We don't
A
know.
letter.
We're not one to break seals
Let me see it.
or deals.
Are you Reginald?
I'll tell you after I read the letter.
It's for
How about
Reginald.
now?
I'll give you a gold just to ease the process.
I don't need your gold. Of course I'm Reginald. This is my place. Let me see the
Insight check.
Give me an insight check.
Yeah, I guess there's not show me ID.
You can't.
It's a 22.
It's Reginald.
Okay, I give up.
Good.
There you go.
Yeah. Kind of reads it.
Finally, good roll.
Yeah, finally someone's
No, I
not
had a
lying
plus
straight
9.
to us.
Looks it through.
It's a confidence thing.
Kind of rolls it back there. Looks across.
This is the one we could not read.
Yeah.
You see a
So it doesn't matter. I had no idea what was on anyways.
You
So-
see, it appears possibly to be more of a soldier, quasi, and not over armored, but he kind of makes eye contact with him in the corner. And nods. You see this, kind of look at him, nod back as they look at each other. Well, perhaps a drink before I send you to meet Friar.
Excellent.
Take a glass of it,
Wine.
Yale, please.
He puts it across here.
I'll just have water.
Kind of puts it across there. Want to keep your wits about you, I see.
Yeah.
Water.
So, you're gonna.
Rowan?
So, if you don't mind me
Go to
asking,
the tavern.
how was the travel?
3 weeks.
All right.
Strange.
I've heard scary things about that void. That's why I never left
We
me.
had the all-you-can-drink package on the boat.
Well, you made it here safe, right?
No,
We survived.
safe enough.
Well,
Yes, we did.
I've done it twice. It was interesting.
Oh, twice.
I can tell you this.
Twice we
From
had.
the stories I've heard about the void, you have a lot better chance dying here in Midgard than there. He kind of takes
Yeah, I
this.
tell my crew that.
Serious guy, I see. Kind of sits the thing down there. Friar's ready for you.
Friar?
Friar.
Who's Friar?
As the guard kind of comes over. You like to follow me?
Sure.
Goes to the corner bar, opens his door. See a long hallway, probably about 15 feet or so. He's conscious that you keep light for it as you walk down to it. A large wooden door at the end, kind of taps on it. Yeah, your guests have arrived, sir. As the door opens, you see this large pot-bellied human, about 6'2", covered in hide armor, bald-headed, long gray goatee. Come in, come in. As he kind of nods to the guard kind of closes the door behind him. Welcome to the Magocracy of Elaine. I am Friar, loyal servant of the Knights of Del Sera, and esteemed healer for the mages of Elaine. I understand Gilbert has informed you of the services we require.
Briefly.
Sort of.
Enough.
Friar?
Who's about to tell us? I've never seen enough.
Friar.
Chuck.
Do you have a name? Stone? Stone.
I elbowed Rowan.
Right.
Well, come with me.
Yeah.
As he takes you guys across this room, there's a very large table. You see a map that sits upon this table.
Grab your
Nine.
You see, this is a very dangerous time for Midgard. All of the duchies distrusting of the others. The Dragon Empire, the Marathi looking to expand their influence, and the duchies of Borgu, using their undead to disrupt trade, and having their own eyes on the duchies of Dornig. Spies have told us that Borgu and the Marathi may be conspiring together to rule all of Midgard. Combining their armies of the undead and dragons, the rest will stand no chance. As he...
Can you make that bigger?
No. Your oh, I can zoom in a little bit.
I should be able to full screen at least.
I was just trying to give you... No, that's... Oh, that's good. That's it. That.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
F11, that's what I'm talking about. You're in the browser, I know you're showing up, but F11. Full screen.
Prince Naboo is stationed here.
Prince Naboo.
Just go with it.
Okay.
That was our target.
Prince Naboo.
Yeah, assassins.
Now be aware, he is very heavily guarded at all times. His hand does most of the work for him, traveling
What's his weakness?
throughout.
What is his race?
Oh,
He's a
you
vampire.
took races.
Yes,
The Prince of
Gilbert, did I
Naboo is
tell you?
vampire?
Yes.
He is one of the undead. This is a blood territory, a vampire territory. They have been using their influence to put armies, soldiers in the forest surrounding Zolek, disrupting trade. His hand travels throughout, usually stationed here. My advice would possibly be using influence with his second in command to get close to his prince.
We either have to befriend, defeat, or
circumvent.
do something
Down to there.
Second.
Where are we on this map?
You are over here on the coastline.
Intimidate.
Like over here?
I would suggest the safest travel would perhaps to go by ship around this area and land. And
Come on.
Dornig.
Or Dornig.
Yes. These lands can be quite dangerous. South of us, the Dark Mages have taken over most of the southern area. Next to you, Iron Crags. The dwarves are very particular of who they let cross their land. Right now, Dornig has its own issues. It would be easy for you to land and just blend. It is an elven empire, but they're too busy about who's going to take the next Golden Sphinx throne, than they are who's coming in.
So perhaps coming in through
Here. Landing the ship over there.
I'm sailing around. Yes, I would eventually take your ship inland. Right up in there.
Dornig.
Can we do a honesty check?
Yeah, inside.
Insight.
Yeah,
On that, maybe he's leading us into a trap.
give me inside.
So that's an elven area.
Yes, it's the last standing elven empire in Midgard. They lost a great deal of land to the duchies of Morrigu in the last battle.
19.
He's telling the truth.
Does he know that I'm elven?
Oh,
Good see ya.
He doesn't
You're
know your necessarily
hard
your
to
last
miss.
name, but he knows.
harder to miss. Hardest to miss.
She's
So,
big size now.
Blah.
so how much
No,
elven?
that's what I mean, hardest.
So how much elven empire has been taken over?
At one time, the Elven Empire crossed basically halfway through. The Blood Empire took it. And like I said, they believe they may be working with the Marathi to work together to take over all.
How many, just out of curiosity, as the crow flies, how many days travel is it from where we are to straight into the heart?
By land or sea?
By air.
Here.
From here to here is 67-day travel.
On to Donnermark it is.
That's a long flight.
This from here is going to run you roughly a week or so. Foot travel still, but you can probably find horses to do. At least you'll be on the border.
I don't want to go to Donnermark, but it is what has to happen.
Why don't you want to go there?
That's where my family lives.
In Donnermark?
Family name, if you don't mind.
I'm Leah Silverleaf.
The place we just said.
Oh, I've heard of Silverleaf. I know a lot of their holdings and land, let's say, have been seized by the Validity. They now run this land.
I left because I hated fighting, but now I'm back to fight.
So perhaps you can reunite with the Silver Tree. They own armories, correct? Weapon makers.
Yes, they are weapon makers. I'm
Interesting.
normally a musician, and that is why I left.
Oh, it's definitely a place for you guys to stock up. I would also consider going to the library in Zobek, if possible, before you cross over to Morgan. They have a lot of information on the undead, history, perhaps strategies. I myself always tried to steer from those studies.
So what was the dwarven community?
Iron Crag.
Okay, so we're not going to there.
Iron Crags rule themselves. They are what
Might
you
have to
say
a
a
little bit.
sovereign.
If we're going through here,
The Iron Crags are also known for weapon crafting, along with
Down here.
flying
Avoid
airships.
it all.
that's literally the territory we're trying to get to go kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can definitely walk through all of the undead territory.
Well, I suggest we go to...
Pretty sure dwarves are okay though.
What is it?
Donnermark?
Donnermark?
By the boat.
Yes.
I can interact
I
with them
suggest
well
we
with
just
the-
go
with the
there,
dwarven kind.
and we can get some weapons, and you can meet my family, I guess.
I've never heard anything negative. The Silverleafs, just that they kind of, it's just rumors they made deals with the other elves too. Yes, I guess you could find more about that yourself. So as you guys are kind of around this table talking, you suddenly, from the other side of the door, hear this loud voice, this argument, female voice, arguing badly with this guard that was there, screaming, "You must let me in! I have an urgent message from Serena Maryglade. I must get in there." Coming from outside this door, as you can hear tussling and things going on. As Fire kind of looks over. Maryglade.
I didn't recognize that name.
Well, yeah, it's my aunt.
Does she have the ability to
Miss
reinstate
Peacock?
your powers?
Maybe.
I said, let me in. Time is of the essence. They're coming.
Let her in.
Well, then you gotta tell the people that they're open.
Did you know of Maryglade?
Yeah.
Yes, my family name.
You're one of the seers? As he kind of walks over to the door, looking back. Do not keep secrets, child. As he kind of opens the door, as he swings it open, you see a blue gnome. Stands about 3'2". Fur. All right. Long black hair. Long silver hair, I'm sorry. As she walks in, assholes, and she looks across, and she looks at you, she goes, "My God, you look like a younger her." She immediately says, "You have to close the doors now." So they close it. There are spies in this faction. Those who would benefit from the KDS failing. As Fire looks, she looks up at him and says, "You've been sold out." She looks around the room again. It's exactly what she described. Which means you can hear footsteps coming down the hallway.
Okay, footsteps.
They're
Is there a
coming.
window?
You look through it. You
Is
see.
there a window in there?
You look through. You see 4 hooded humanoid figures walking down the hallway towards you.
Is there another window that we can leave out of?
Well, possibly. As you're looking though, all you can make out are these yellow, piercing eyes. You see black leather armor donned, and you notice one thing: you're walking side by side, so 2, and then the 2 behind them. The front 2, as they're walking, these sconces casting this fire, cast light, and it causes this image. You see this golden medallions they're wearing of an owl around her neck as they're making their way towards the door.
Hey, Gnome, what's the message?
Yeah.
The message is you need to follow me now. She makes her way across the room, and you see she gets the other side of these wooden walls, and she gently presses on it as it slides open.
Alright, let me trust her.
Come now
Man.
or die.
No, she's not my aunt. The gnome's not my aunt. She has a message from my aunt.
Oh.
Come now
Well,
or die.
this is the best way out. So, Friar, appreciate all your help. We got to
Coming
go.
with?
He kind of stands and looks at you guys, and how do you know?
You should probably.
This blue gnome just looks and goes, "Very clean." As you guys enter this, Friar walks up, looking at you. You hear this pounding down the door.
Buy some time.
He looks at all of you. If there's no one here, you may find this. He closes the door in front of you guys. As you're now behind this wall, you can see through it, splinters kind of like wood where you can see through what's happening. Behind you is a long hallway. As far as you can make out, at least 30 feet and straight stone walls, stone floors that head down.
We stand watch.
Is there light?
Sconches again.
Alright.
Light it. You want to stay and watch? You want to know?
Following you.
Let's get out of here.
Go. Yeah,
Let's go.
We should leave.
I feel like they'll be hot on our tail if we don't get out of here sooner than later.
Alright, you guys get a head start. I'll catch up.
So you're gonna let them go?
Yeah.
Okay. They you see as Blue Gnome kind of lead you, as if this information is being fed to her, like she's already been here, seen this, knows this. As she takes you down this long hallway, as it sharply turns, the staircase leads you downwards.
Before we get too far ahead, I'm gonna go back. Come with us or you're gonna be lost.
Meanwhile, as they left the first time, you watch as the first time they've taken off. This door now, a large axe carves through this wooden door. As
Okay,
it
let's
just
go.
breaks open. So that's what you see.
Yeah.
You guys take off.
And we'll run.
She leads you to the bottom of the staircase to a door, a locked door. And she looks at all of you and says, "I don't know what's behind this door. This is where her vision ended." Fade to
Only-
black.
Only way out.
Fade to black. In the other room, he's 4 made it in.
Have to figure it out next.
Friar is there. As these guards approach him, one takes his hood off. Bluish hair, black skin, yellow eyes. Holding this axe. Where did they go, Friar? Friar does not speak. I'm going to ask you one more time, and you may live. Where did they go? As Friar says nothing. The 3 standing begin to beat him, drag him to this table where the map was sitting, spread everything off this table as they throw his body on it, only his head hanging off the side. As the one with the axe looks, says, "You should have just answered me." In one forcing blow, Friar's head drops to the floor.
Oh.
And that's where we're in tonight's game. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. Like, comment, and subscribe.